If you are looking to maximize legendaries or credits in general, this exploit is for you. So as you can see here, he just dropped a naval cutlass valued at 1.4 thousand, and it's not very good. I can hit a reload here. I'm going to explain how to do all this in a second once I show how the farm works. Open this back up. And now that's worth 1.6, but it's a purple. We can do better. I've rolled things over 40,000 credits from this guy. Let's just do another. You might notice the level's rather high. I'm level 14. And we are doing this to a level 82. So here we go again. 2.9. And again, if you're just looking for like some legendary weapons or armor or whatever, great way to reset it that as well. And I'll wait until we get one that has really good sell value here. There you go, 22.7 thousand epic rifle. That's pretty good. Now, how do you set this up? What you're gonna do is you're going to pick a high level planet. I like Dakaran 1. So what I did is I went out and found a planet that has flora, fauna, and when I land, I almost always get a structure. That's the important part. You're going to need a structure that'll have enemies on it. So if you don't know how to get to a high level planet, and the higher level does seem the better, go pick it and you'll see that there's like lines. You can trace that path manually and go one planet at a time, and then you'll be able to make it to the high level planet. Once you're there, you're going to pick a random place to land, but before you land, you're going to go to settings, you're going to go to gameplay, and you're going to change your difficulty to very hard. Once you've landed, that will auto-generate all the mobs and enemies in that area, so then you can change that down to very easy. That'll increase the legendaries. What I'm defeating here is level 82 legendary enemy. That's why the loot's just so good. So once you get him down to low health like I did, I dropped an autosave. You could do a manual save. And just in case there's a loot multiplier when loot spawns, I set it to very hard. As you can see, I left him with very little health, so he basically instantly dies. I can reload the save and check the body. I've done this before as well. My legendary armor has the effect where the enemies catch on fire. I've done this before and timed it just as they're about to fall over, and that means every time I load the save, it's just an infinite drop of loot in front of me, and I can just keep reloading until I get something of value. Speaking of, what was that the rifle I just got? Well, we can just check that out real quick. This here looks pretty good. Poison, 30 damage, a high fire rate, accuracy. I like this. I think this is pretty good. I wouldn't mind using that epic rifle myself. But again, I'm just going to do some more reloads to show you what it's like. Because as I said, I've gotten things that are worth way more. If you're after credits, this is how you will min-max finding structures on all of these facilities when you find that legendary mob. And you can do this basically anywhere that there are legendary mobs. Here's something else. Let's see here. 15,000 spacesuit. Not really interested. I kind of like the mantis suit just because. So I'm probably not going to swap that out for a while. But I'm always on the lookout for better weapons. My weapons are kind of bad right now. That's a poison axe. I'm not using that. That's only 1.3 thousand. So if you were going for credits, you would farm this up until you get something like a 40,000, 50,000 credit weapon. You could also theoretically find a place like this with multiple legendaries, get them all low health, not defeated. You'd probably have to not bring a companion with you. And if you did that, didn't bring a companion, you'd probably be able to get some absolutely amazing loot. Get 3 or 4 of them, quick save, blow them all up, and just have loot pinatas. 31,000. What is that? Let's take a look at that again. Let's just give you some ideas of what we're looking at. So this... Okay. That's... Okay, and this is only rare. Space adept, plus 30 damage while in space. Okay, so let's just compare that damage to anything else I have on me. Yeah, that's quite the weapon. And again, I'll just do some more loading. Why not do some more loading? Why not just show you off some of what you can get here? As you can see, every time I'm level 14, so. And I have a bunch of other videos with different ways to exploit things and try things out. Let's see here. I'm not feeling good about this. That's a pack. I was hoping to get multiple legendary enemies in this random area, but it did not happen. I also have videos on how you can do this when going into caves. If you find a cave that has loot.
I suppose they're not going to need it anymore.
Sorry about that, I had to cough. If you find a location like a cave that has loot, you save beforehand, raise the difficulty, go in. If you go into like an area naturally playing the game and you see normal helmets or normal weapons sitting out, here's a rare pistol, 19,000. You can go up to those random collections, like let's say you're at the end of a zone and there's a bunch of spacesuits. It will reload those spacesuits every time you go re-enter the zone from the beginning. With very hard, you have a higher chance, I believe, of legendary. It just lets you get some good stuff. So there's a 4.8. Next good one I'll probably end. We'll see how we do here. I'm assuming there's probably something in the rolling, because I noticed that you'll notice there's like some random high rolls. I get the feeling it probably rolls a value between the enemy you're defeating, it's a guess, and what your level is. So like that wouldn't be a high roll, whereas that previous one had 300 damage, probably was a closer to an 80 roll. I was going to have it auto die to fire as soon as I load my save, but I didn't want to like be too confusing about why there's an enemy falling over.
Well,
26,000 spacesuit, so yeah, if you're looking for a spacesuit, that's not bad. But again, this is up to your preference, right? So you can stop when you get an upgrade to your weapon. You can stop when you get something that's high credit value. Whatever you find important at that time. There's a space helmet that I'm not going to be interested in personally. I like to show another weapon if I can, and it's high value weapon because I think those are worth the most, and I think they're also just most fun to get drop. It's basically just a loot pinata, and you can do this anywhere that there's going to be a legendary mob. So, oh geez, that's a bad one. We might end with the best being that heavy. That's a sad, sad thing. I think I'll call it here. Yeah, that's how you farm. Hopefully this helps you all out. Anyone who's stuck trying to get some upgrades, maybe you're getting upgraded armor. You know, you did the Mantis quest, which I highly recommend, and now you're sitting without a legendary weapon. This will let you get some good ones.